In this video, you will learn what was discovered during an experiment called Still Face. It shows what happens to a child when a mother shows no emotion and is not emotionally present with her child. I am Deidré Wallace, a relationship and corporate therapist. The clue is always in the gaze. Point 24. You may remember your parents saying, "Look at me when I'm talking to you." And as an adult, you may have uttered these words yourself, either with your partner and perhaps during an argument with a child. Either way, when we feel the need to be heard, usually we require the person we are talking to face us so that we may gauge whether they are truly listening to us or not. This stems from the baby gazing at the mother so that it can learn how to interact or how to communicate. And a baby can learn what the different expressions might mean too. Indeed, there is video evidence showing us how we develop this skill and understanding early on. This video was made in the 70s called Still Face. It was a filmed experiment developed by Dr. Ed Tronick, who is an American developmental psychologist. The video provided insight into how a parent's reactions can affect the emotional responses of a baby and what happens if the connection does not occur. First, we are shown a mother sitting in front of her baby, looking, gazing at one another and smiling. The baby smiles back and responds, points her finger into the air as they both engage their emotions and via gesturing their intentions. Then the mother is instructed to look away. And when the mother turns her face back towards her baby, she's asked not to show any emotion, not to respond to the baby, and to hold a still face, devoid of any feeling. The baby quickly picks up on this change. The baby then tries all sorts of things to try to get the mother to show emotions. She smiles and points because she's used to the mother looking towards where she points. Then she puts both hands up, throwing them up into the air as if asking, "What is happening here?" Then she tries screaming, wondering what is going on. She then turns her head away and tries to kick out. At this point, she begins to cry. Most people watching this video worry about the child, and some even get frustrated with the mother because somewhere deep, we have all been conditioned to understand the vexation we experience when we do not get the response we desire from someone. Indeed, as adults looking back at our childhood, these exercises will have taught us how to communicate our needs and desires whilst watching the reaction on the other person's face. Doing so will have taught us to watch for signs or reactions and whether the person will have understood what we are trying to communicate. If we don't get a response, we can protest or we can turn away to protect ourselves from rejection. In a reasonably good relationship, we will, however, hopefully find a way to reconnect. In the video, connection between the mother and baby quickly gets restored. Watching the video, what is made clear is that children are highly attuned to their caregivers' emotional states and behavior. This is because caregivers are a child's role models. This becomes crucial for attachment in childhood and also with regards to development of friendships and relationships later on. This will then help us regulate our emotions when things get difficult. But nowadays, adults have computers, emails, WhatsApp, various size screens and smartphones that alert children that our presence is elsewhere. I have seen children become very uncomfortable, start crying, even screaming when their parents are on their phones and are visibly not present. We forget that a child is vulnerable and can easily feel abandoned. This is also why it is important to hide screens from children. When they see us on our phones or on our computers, they get the message that they are less important. As adults, we know this feeling. We know what it feels like to be with a friend who constantly answers their phone and then starts talking for what can seem like ages. Even if someone puts their phone face down, we still feel that the phone is more important. Its mere presence tells you that. Indeed, unless there is a good reason, it can be very annoying. However, as adults, we can say something, we can walk away. Children cannot. Scientists are also now saying that they are finding that screens have a negative effect on children's brain circuits, which I have already addressed in video point 14. Indeed, science also tells us clearly that bonding goes from cradle to the grave. And staying close and bonding with those around us is important for our well-being. And from the still face video, it is evident too that even tiny, micro or gradual moments can have serious impacts on what a child or its developing brain expects as a result of parental inattention and perhaps neglect from not having this knowledge. And that we take this knowledge with us into adulthood and we use it when we interact with others. By the way, the video is on YouTube and it is called Love Sense, from infant to adult. The link is in the comments. Back to you. What is your reaction hearing this? Have you experienced this either as a parent or as a child, and how have you coped as a result? Once again, I'd encourage you to head to your journal to write down what you or how this information has made you feel. As you write down how each video has helped you think deeper, you may get to know yourself better too. And do please subscribe or comment if you have any questions. Thank you.